Okay, here's a tutorial on using flashcards to reinforce vocabulary. Let me start off by emphasizing how really important it is to study vocabulary in some systematic way in Latin class. From my experience, I've been teaching a very long time, the students who are struggling are the ones who don't know vocabulary very well. The students who are comfortable in Latin class are the ones who do. You probably, in learning any language, your primary task is vocabulary acquisition, learning words. This is no less true in Latin class. In fact, probably it's more imperative that you develop effective strategies for learning vocabulary because there's no popular music to listen to, there's no TV shows to watch, etc. So there's less input in the Latin class. So kind of systematic review is even more important perhaps in Latin class for vocabulary. Okay, that said, the first thing to keep in mind, the most important thing to keep in mind, is that vocabulary is best learned in context. Vocabulary is best learned in context. Therefore, the most effective thing you can do is extremely simple. Just review the old passages. Go through the passages in the textbook and reread them. Make sure you understand every word. You do that, you'll be reviewing vocabulary and you'll be seeing it in context and it will stick better. The second thing to keep in mind is always read the Latin out loud. While you're rereading the textbook passages, always say it out loud. In the long run, it probably doesn't matter how you pronounce it, although we will go over good pronunciation in class. It matters that you are saying it, because then you'll be engaging a different part of your brain. Okay, so that's it. That's the most important thing. Reread the passages, read them out loud. Now, that may not be enough. In fact, in most cases, it's not enough. You need some additional formal review on top of that. And in my opinion, the very best way to do that is vocabulary flashcards. Now, you will make these in class. It's a requirement. And they have to be the size because you're going to have a lot of them, and I don't want them to be too big. You'll thank me for making you make them so small. Okay, so you'll have a stack of these, eventually hundreds. So here is how I recommend you study your flashcards that you've made already. So take your gigantic pile and turn them so that the Latin side is facing up. The handout at the beginning of the year explains the format. Simply at the beginning of the year, it's just the Latin on one side and the English on the other. Very simple. We'll discuss later what to do from chapters 6 and 7 when there's more than just the Latin word. But for now, you just have a Latin word on one side, the English on the other. So face your pile so all the Latin words are up. So you're looking at the Latin word. Read it out loud. Really, you'll be engaging another part of your brain. The word, you'll own the word if you say it out loud. If you're just looking at it like abstract symbols on a piece of paper, you won't learn it as well. Okay, so look at the word, say it out loud. Nam. Don't turn it over yet. Now, tell yourself out loud so that you can't kind of deceive yourself into thinking you know it. Say the English definition. For. I think it's for. Yes, okay, I'm right. If I'm right, I put it at the bottom of the pile. Okay, see what I'm doing? Now, let's keep going. Anxious. Okay, say it out loud again. Anxious. Oh, that's an easy one. Anxious. Okay, could hardly get that one wrong. Put it at the bottom of the pile. Okay, puer. I think, I'm not sure if it means girl or boy. I think it means boy. Yes, okay, I'm right. However, I hesitated. Since I hesitated, I'm going to separate that one. I'm going to make a separate pile. So the ones I know well, I put at the bottom. The ones I'm not so sure of or don't know at all, I make a separate pile. Okay? Ager. I have no idea. Field. Okay, put that in the pile. Filius. Brother. sun. Okay, put it on a separate pile. Colonus, farmer. Yes, put it at the bottom. Kibus, don't know. Food. Terra. Remember, you're saying it out loud. Notice, especially with the double R's, terra. I'm rolling my R's. It doesn't matter how you say it. It matters that you say it out loud. Terra. Land. Okay, I got it, but there's another definition. It's land or earth. You really must learn both definitions, so I'm going to put it in my unknown pile because I only got one of the two. Audit. He, she hears. Good. Okay, like audible. The English word audible should help me. Okay, now, so again, I'm putting the ones I know at the bottom. The ones I don't know, I'm segregating. When I'm done, when I get to 7, maximum 10, 7 to 10 cards that I didn't know so well, please do not go beyond 10. 7 to 10, I stop, and I take the pile of the unknowns. I look through them once more. Terra, earth, land, kibus, food, filius, son, arger, field, puer, boy, terra, ooh, lights. Excuse me. Okay. Terra, land, earth. Land, earth. I have to remember it also means earth. Okay, I have to remember the second definition. Now, look through them once, turn them over so that you're looking at the English side, which is really, especially if you have 7 to 10 of them, it's a little bit harder way to study. Earth, land. Terra. Okay. Boy, child. Puer. Field. Ager. Son. Filius. Food. Kibus. Okay, so you get the idea. Do that until you can do them all perfectly without thinking. Okay, so now you've gone through perhaps a dozen words that you kind of knew, and you refreshed your memory, you put them at the bottom of the pile, and you took 10 words 7 to 10 words that you don't know, and now you know them perfectly. Okay? Now, when you're done, this whole thing should only take 10 minutes. We're not talking about an hour's worth of study. We're talking about 10 minutes. When you're done, take this pile that you weren't so comfortable with, these 10 that you just reviewed, put them at the top of your pile, at the top. Okay? Now, next time you study, say tomorrow or the next day, hopefully tomorrow, the first words you'll look at are the ones that you reviewed intensively, the ones that you made a real exerted effort to learn. So, now, the next day, I'm going to do that exact process over. I'm going to have the Latin side up, and it will be those 10 words. Kibus. If you know it, bam, like really seriously know it, goes at the bottom. Filius, which should happen with most of the words, but probably not all of them. Son. Arger. Field. Okay, I knew it, but I wasn't solid, so I'm going to segregate it. Puer, boy. Terra, land, earth. Okay, and that's it. And then you keep going until you get 7 to 10 unknown ones and repeat. Do this 10 minutes a day, combined with rereading the old passages, and Latin will be a breeze for you. You will find it easy. Don't study vocab in any way, and you're going to make the class much harder for yourself. So please try 5-10 minutes a day. Okay. Okay, now what do you do about vocabulary words? What's the format of the flashcards after chapters 6 and 7 of the textbook when there's additional information? We don't need to get into it now. The genitive, singular, and gender of nouns. The second principal part, the infinitive of verbs. So here is what I suggest. Make your cards in the following way. Latin word plus the other information that the textbook is giving you. In this case, docere, doceo, docere. and then on the back, of course, the English. That's for verbs. For nouns, same thing. All of the information the textbooks gives you, in this case, orbs, orbis, feminine. The F stands for feminine. And then, of course, English. Okay, now how do you study them? As before, you have your whole pile of word cards, all 200 of them, and have the Latin side facing up, so the Latin words are looking at you. Again, say everything out loud. Doceo, docere. Doceo, docere. Now, while you're saying it out loud, make a note to yourself. Be as honest as you can. This is a little bit hard. Be as honest as you can. Do you know that second principal part? Would you have, on a quiz, been able to say doceo, docere? If the answer is yes, then you're in good shape. Say the English definition. To teach, I teach. Ah, I got it right. Doceo, docere, I teach. So I put it at the bottom because I know it, both the definition and the principal part. More about the principal parts later. Debeo, debere. I owe, I ought. Debeo, debere. I owe, I ought. Aha, I got it right, and I got both definitions. If I only got one, I would put it in the unknown pile. Eo, ire. No idea. I go, okay? Put it in my unknown pile. Constituo, constituere. I decide. Constituo, constituere. I decide. Okay. I hesitated. I'm going to put it in the unknown. Dimito, dimittere. I send away. Yes. But I hesitated. I'm going to put it in the unknown pile. Okay. Good. Now, once you have 7 to 10, no more, please, than 10 unknowns or ones that you hesitated on, turn them around so that the English is now facing you. Now here's where that additional lexical information comes into play. Say the English out loud. I ought, I must. Now say both principal parts from memory out loud. I ought, I must. What's the Latin? Debeo, debere. Am I right? Yes. I teach. Doceo, docere. Excellent. I go. Eo, ere. Ah, okay. I got the first one right. Eo, but I got the second one wrong. It's not eo ere, but eo ire. So this goes. This is going to be studied more. I decide. I have no idea. Constituo, constituere. Okay, I'm going to keep that with eo to study more. I send away, demito, demittere, etc. Okay, so you now just simply, you have more stuff to learn, and you're doing this from the English into Latin. I send away, demito, demittere. If I said demitere or demitare, I don't know it. I owe, I ought. Debeo, debere. Yes, I have to get it exactly right, not debare or something. Debeo, debere. I teach doceo, docere. Okay, so pretty much the same as before, only you have a little bit more information to include in what you're conscientiously, explicitly studying. Okay, thank you.